Ouvimos agora Erik Van Harten, Senior Sales Specialist Security da HPE Networking, com a apresentação From Network Security to Secure Networking. Ouvimos agora Erik Van Harten, Senior Sales Specialist Security da HPE Networking, com a apresentação From Network Security to Secure Networking.
Good morning, everybody. Another deck presentation in English. My heritage is from the Netherlands, so it's not my first language, so bear with me. And you might be surprised that there's a Juniper logo on the screen. I'm still working for Juniper, but next month, Juniper will be HPE Juniper Networks. And we have a very fast security portfolio. Probably all those problems you will recognize. The number of threats are getting more and more. And also the intelligence behind that threats will become more and more AI, because for the bad actors it's quite simple to create a threat using AI. And the number of those threats will become more and more. So we need something to mitigate that. And that brings a lot of challenges, and probably the majority of you will recognize them. The complexity of those systems to mitigate those threats will become more, well, complex. Because instead of just one firewall like we used to have back in the days where we had an internet entrance and that was it, you see that we have a lot of components now to secure the environment. The cost of running that show and acquiring all those components will rise as well. The performance, especially with, and again, the AI word, with the AI data centers or data centers in general, where the speeds, the internal speeds, but also the speeds towards the internet will be, well, we are at 800 gig at the moment. The security components need to keep up with that speed as well. So performance in security is very, very important. And then, of course, visibility. If you don't see what's happening into your network, into your security environment, it's useless. You're not able to mitigate those attacks because you're not sure what is happening, what the bad actor is trying to do. So visibility is the most important part in the networking space. And at the moment, that creates a lot of headache. So we're trying to, we as, well, I would say HPE Juniper Network, I still have to get used to that word, that name. We're trying to help our customers mitigating all those problems. And how do we do that? This is a picture that resembles what is happening at the moment. You have your network, and all the security components are bolted onto that network. We have a firewall, we put it somewhere in the network. We have an IPS, we have an antivirus. All those things are not a core component of the network. And you probably mentioned already that I said network a lot of times already. So why not use that network as the biggest security component that you can use? All the threats will use that network to flow from one side to the other, to spread itself. Bad actor, when it comes in, he uses the network to investigate where the data is that he wants to steal, where the crown jewels are. So what we try to do, and we're actually succeeding in that, because Juniper Networks, HPE Juniper Networks, sorry, besides a networking company, we're also a security company. And we have been doing security for the last 25 years already. Maybe we're not that well known, but I see some gray hair here, so probably the name NetScreen will ring a bell. That was Juniper Networks. And by using the network as a critical component of the security infrastructure, we can combine both networking and security to protect our customers. This is a picture that will support the story that what the former speaker was talking about. Security is not a thing as such. It's a process. It's the people. It's the components. So that will dramatically raise the cost of security. Buying a box is easy. Maintaining it, maintaining the networking infrastructure, maintaining the level of protection against threats, that will raise the costs. So that's something that we have to address as well. We do that by bringing in AI, and that's probably a word that you will hear today for a lot of times. And we're trying to bring it in as something that will help you. And we've been doing that since 2016 without using the word AI, but it's helping us to helping our customers protect themselves. A couple of important things here. Again, the visibility part. If you're having a lot of data coming in, that will help you to understand what's happening into your network. You have to be sure that that data is relevant, that it's correct. So the confidence in there is very, very important. And having a lot of data and an AI engine, those two components, don't necessarily bring that confidence. So that's a very important part, that the confidence. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. That the confidence that you can rely on the data that is presenting to you, giving you that visibility, is in a good order. The telemetry data, that will accelerate your operations, for sure. We are bringing in both the security logs and the networking logs into one big pile of data. And if you know what has been happening in the past, it's really easy for the security operators to say, well, I'm making this change into my policy. I can almost predict what will happen next morning when all the users come in and start their day job. We can predict what this change will do to their work. AI efficiency, it's the automation that we can do. Something is happening into the network. It's in the night, for instance. Nobody is there to mitigate it. The AI engine can do the job to mitigate that threat, because we know what's happening. And this is a combination of all kinds of components. For instance, this is an example. Our access points can act as a user. So if you make a change, those access points will then emulate the daytime job and see if there's a problem or not. This is one example of simplifying the operations, because if you make a change now, we already know what the outcome will be. How do we deliver the AI security, AI native security then? Like what I talked about already, the AI-driven security operations. Make it easier for the security operators to do their job and to have some spare time to do other stuff. The security policy automation and simulation means that, yes, we can deliver a level of automation in creating and maintaining policies, but also the simulation part is really important. Don't be surprised about what's happening the next morning. Another crucial part is the AI-enabled reporting. Instead of creating a query, I need to know what's happening at a certain time, what has happened at a certain time for a particular group of users doing something. You can just type in, like it's ChatGPT. I need a report that will give me this kinds of information, and the report will be created. This is an important one. They're all important. This is more important. The enhanced threat anomaly detection is an engine, an AI engine that runs on our firewalls. And with this engine, we can detect threats in real time. So what happened in the past was that if an unknown threat came in, it needed to be uploaded to a certain cloud service to be assessed, and the outcome will be sent back to the firewall to do a blocking or a reporting or whatsoever. At that moment, there was already a patient zero. And that patient zero was able to infect other components. Now we can detect that threat on wire speed. So as soon as it comes in, the AI engine now runs on the box, will recognize it and block it. And it's that good that we can do that in encrypted traffic as well. So looking at the encrypted traffic stream, we can see patterns and block it if necessary. So that saves a lot of time. It's the decrypting part, so it saves a lot of processor time, latency, but also preventing a patient zero. So this is a very practical way of using AI to protect the customers. This is what I've been talking about, gathering network and security telemetry data. Obviously creates a lot of data. And where it was already virtually impossible to have a look at the logs of the security components and make something out of that, adding network data makes that problem far worse. So we have to use AI to look at the combination of both the network and the security data and do something with that. And predictive analytics. Like I said, we know what has been happened in the past. We know what the network is expecting. So we can predict what will be happening after a certain change or when an attack will happen, and we can act on that. And I just realized that 13 minutes is quite short. Yeah, this is just our bragging slide. We can't create those efficacy numbers without AI. We have to use AI to recognize threats, mitigate them, and help protect our customers. This is a nice example of how we do it, but if you want to see it, come by in the stand and I can show you, because I have 48 seconds left, and that video is longer than that. Yeah, this is our portfolio. I'm not sure how the branding will be now that HPE acquired Juniper, but we have a vast variety of solutions to help protect your customers or you as a customer. So if you have any questions, please come by at the booth. We can have a conversation. I'm not there alone. There are a lot of other colleagues as well. So we can address your questions if necessary. And with that, 10 seconds on the clock. Thank you.